31 games into their very first season, our two first-round rookies have been two of the best of the entire rookie class so far. And although Tevin Wilson does have a much lower sample size, much smaller sample size than Noel McCall, the 5th overall pick, I think he has been better both in simming and in watching versus what McCall has done so far. I think he's been a very impressive revelation for us. He was drafted 25th overall, has shot the ball very well from the field, taking smart shots, has hit some really tough ones too, but McCall also hits a game-winning shot just last episode and has played better over the last couple of weeks. Despite their play though, we are only 6-25, 31 games in, which has us dead last in the NBA power rankings and dead last in the conference as well. The only team worse than us in the entire NBA record-wise is the other expansion team, the Seattle Supersonics, who are 5-29 right now. They have a lot of work to do. And although we are pretty bad, I do want to face off against the Dallas Mavericks, I think, here on the road in January. They're currently 22-8. They're obviously missing Kyrie Irving, who retired a year or two ago. And they drafted AJ Braxton just a couple picks after we took Tevin Wilson. And he is their starting point guard, or at least has been for the majority of the season. They have Cooper Flag, of course, who is the second best player in the entire league, only behind the Hornets' Jared Hughes. And otherwise, they have a couple of aging role players like Mikal Bridges, Jared Allen now over here at center. They've got Carlton Carrington, Bronny off their bench. So there's a couple of guys on this team that are younger, a couple of guys that are older, but they have one true superstar and a rookie backcourt player. I know it's been like almost a week since the last episode, folks, so I do apologize for that. I'm going to try and get hopefully 3 up this week, but I can't make any promises about that. But if you guys are enjoying the series so far, please do leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and leave your feedback down below in the comment section. We're going to jump right in and try to sim our way up to this road game against Dallas. I suspect that we're probably going to lose that game, as we have the majority of our games this year, but should be at least be a fun game and a first look at another guy that we could have taken in the late first round. Our first win of the episode comes against the Golden State Warriors on our home floor, as we outscore them 44-32 in the fourth quarter to pull away and a win behind 25-10 for Jalen Brunson and a career-high 12 rebounds for Noel McCall. Wilson also chipped in with 19 points. We had 7 players in double figures, and yeah, like 12 steals, 10 steals in this game. 4 of them coming from McCall, 2 blocks as well. Really good overall day for him, stuff in the stat sheet. We are looking for back-to-back wins here, but the Cavaliers just took the lead late in Tampa Bay. They lead by 2 with 2:46 to go. Let's watch the rest. So we have the Rock now trailing for the first time in a couple of minutes, but Jalen Brunson immediately ties the game back at 99 points apiece. The crowd is on their feet. Here we go. They're going to call timeout. Screen comes over for Darius Garland. He'll pull the trigger from way downtown, but that one's too strong. The rebound goes to the rookie 5th overall pick, Noel McCall. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Looking to take the lead here in this possession. And off to McCall. His triple is too strong as well. And now the Cavaliers have another chance to jump in front. McCarty up and under through the traffic in the paint. That's William McCarty. Puts up over 19 points per game here at home, and it's 22 here on the road in this one. And the Cavaliers are back in front, and now Jalen Brunson turns it over. James tracks it down, and the lead extends to 4. They're one of the worst turnover-worthy teams in the entire league. We have 13 here tonight. Jalen Brunson tired out there as the veteran leader on this team. We got to put the ball in the hoop on this possession. Podziemski with it. He'll try his luck from downtown and drops it in. 1-point game. Here's McCarty in the paint again. Podziemski blocks the attempt. They get it back, but the shot clock does not reset. Garland for three. Offline. Mark Williams the rebound. Can one of these rookies step up here late? Or can Jalen Brunson perhaps lead us to a win? He'll step back. The mid-range jumper hits nothing but nylon. And the Sharks are back on top. 36 seconds to go and counting here in Tampa. McCarty turns it over as Tevin Wilson cuts off the pass. And he's fouled by James. That will not put us at the line, but a rookie right there gets a defensive stop. Tevin Wilson, man, he's been making plays late in these games that we've been jumping in for. And now they will put Brunson at the line for a pair. The first of which finds its way through. The back end, good as well. 3-point lead now for the Sharks. Here's McCarty, penetrating once again. Nearly got the and one. But it's going to be a pair of free throws now, as Podziemski gets tagged with the foul. McCarty just 8 for 22 from the field, but hits both here. It's back to one. They're going to foul us again. It's going to be Podziemski this time. Every point, every shot matters here. With the game being this close and Podziemski left the front end short. Second free throw on the way, and it's going to go. They have no timeouts, but now a 2 can tie, a 3 can win it for Cleveland. Will they take the final shot? McCarty hands it off. James is open, but Cleveland can't jump in front. And they're going to foul Jalen Brunson one last time. A huge break for the Sharks as James missed a potential game winner. Brunson nearly missed that one, but this one can put it away. And it will go. 4-point lead, 5 seconds to go. Cleveland will advance with a quick pass. Gonzalez, no good. And the Sharks escape with back-to-back wins here at home. Let's go. 28 for Brunson there in that game, led the way as we had 5 other players score in double figures. McCall had 12. Wilson only had 3 for 11 shooting, but did have that essentially game-winning steal. And how about Sean Mason? 5 blocks here in this game, a really big game on defense for him. And now we have, a couple games later, a pretty big fourth quarter comeback underway. 43 seconds left here in Seattle, who, again, is the only other team that's kind of on our level in terms of how bad we've been. We trail by 5. Is there a chance that we can pull this off? We do have the ball. We go to McCall from the corner. He's got it. What a start here as we jump in. And it's down to only a 2-point Supersonics lead. Here in Climate Pledge Arena, can we pull off an epic fourth quarter comeback? We trailed the whole time. Good pass. Brooks is open. He knocks it down. 4-point game. There's no shot clock left. We have 1 timeout. The offense will have to go quick here. Inbound to Podziemski. He'll pull up, left it short, and Henderson, Scoot Henderson, boxes out for the rebound. We have to foul, and they're not even in the bonus yet. We're going to have to hope for a couple of misses here at the charity line here. It's going to be Henderson taking the shots. Regardless of how many he makes or misses, we're going to have to hit 2 shots to close the game and get a couple stops as well, or get lucky with some missed free throws. Henderson knocks down both. We will use our last timeout. 16 seconds left. Podziemski has it again. He'll just jack it up, and it just rims out. And these free throws will likely put the game out of reach now for Tampa Bay. Brooks knocks down the front end. I still have a few players to edit, obviously. And that's going to do it. 9 seconds left. It's going to tick away here. We'll get probably one final shot up. It's Pozemski again. Why is he taking all of our last shots? Probably not who you want in crunch time. But regardless, the game is over. We do win again after a 3-game losing streak just a couple of days after that loss. We take down Milwaukee in pretty impressive fashion, 132-109. Farmer had 27. The aging Giannis Antetokounmpo had 22. But we had 25 for Jalen Brunson, a double-double for Tevin Wilson. Topic perfect off our bench. So, really nice win. Good offense. Make it back-to-back wins. We take down the Magic in our next game by 5 points. 20 for Brunson and Tevin Wilson. Noel Craig, 19 points off the bench. McCall, only 2 for 11 here. But 13 rebounds and 3 blocks for Sean Mason. Oh, and how about a revenge win against the Wizards, who blew us out last episode. This time, we blow them out by 24. Other good day for Jalen Brunson. This time, Jet Howard contributes off the bench alongside Patrick Williams. Double-double for Mark Williams and Tevin Wilson. I've liked his rebounding quite a bit. He's been really impressive on the glass despite only really being... I mean, he is 6'10", but he's not really known for his rebounding at this stage in his career, being a rookie and all that. So I've been impressed by his numbers. Caden Tate had 30 in this game. Leslie Jones, 24. Those guys had a lot of volume in our last game against them, but not enough to beat us this time around. I know I said I was going to watch the game against the Dallas Mavericks and see AJ Braxton. We still might jump in late if it's close, but I actually might turn my focus to a home game here against the Utah Jazz because they've got 2 rookies in their starting 5. They've got Joe Banks and Demetrius Kalathis. Joe Banks was the 15th overall pick, so he was kind of between McCall and Tevin Wilson. Hasn't shot very well this year, but has put up some overall good box score numbers, 11, 6, and 5. Kalathis has been a top 5 rookie this year, putting up a double-double on average. Still has to work on the overall shooting splits like most rookies tend to do in this game, but the numbers do stand out pretty well. And yeah, this game against Dallas did not end up being close at all. They beat us 141-84. Nikola Jokic, I forgot they even had him. 31, 12, and 14. Cooper Flagg, a big day as well. Stuffing the statue on both ends of the floor. So, that's not good. AJ Braxton has a pretty easy time as their starting point guard because he has so many great players around him. We had 14 for Tevin Wilson. He led the way for us. You're never going to win with that number being your top scorer. And we're going to enter this game against Utah on a 3-game losing streak ever since that win against Washington. I will get us to the All-Star break by episode's end. But let's dive into this game. We're going home for, I think, our first home showcase game of the season. So we are 11-35. The Jazz are 21-23. Again, they've got those 2 rookies in their starting 5, although they've replaced Joe Banks now with Howard Evans III, and Reed Shepherd is back to full health as their starting point guard. So we'll see if Joe Banks ends up showing up out there, but for now, we'll see the first overall pick. I think I'll settle for that. So here we go, back at Amalie Arena here in Tampa Bay, Florida. Hoping to see more stuff from McCall on the offensive end. Hope to see Tevin Wilson get more involved as well and get some shots up. I still want to see a bit less from Jalen Brunson and more from those rookies, but you can't always get what you ask for. And we are officially underway as the first overall pick, Demetrius Kalathis, wins the tip-off here, and Utah will start on the offensive side. Kalathis, the screen. Reed Shepherd steps into a jumper and immediately puts the Jazz on the board. He's put up just below 15 points per game. He's shot the ball pretty well at a 45% clip. We are on my final version 2 sliders here. So these are in a pretty good spot now. I feel pretty comfortable with these. As Brunson gets backdoor, nice pass there by Podziemski. I also added some trade and contract sliders as well. I was on default for both of those for the first year and a half here, but now I have those set up. So you can find both slider sets linked down below in the description of this video and the videos moving forward. But AJ Johnson here at the line for a pair of free throws to put Utah back in front, which he will. The back end for Johnson is good. Shot clock under 5 here. Brunson has yet to pass the ball in this possession. Hands a grenade off to McCall. His triple won't go. And that is going to be on Brunson squarely. Shepard spins and gets by him for the deuce. Podziemski pick and roll. He finds Mark Williams. Good play. The screen for Shepard. Downtown online. A quick 9 points for Utah. I did learn between now and last episode that CPU teams don't actually call plays. They do freelance offense the whole time. And there's some weird workaround to actually use the playbook that you have assigned to your team. I have yet to actually do that. But in testing so far, I really have not minded the freelance offense. So unless you guys really do want to see an actual playbook being used most of the time, I'm probably not going to make that change. But I can, if you guys want to see it, I'm of course open to it. So I guess we'll see. Just leave your feedback down below if you want to see an actual playbook be put to use here, because that could switch things up for us offensively. Who knows? Here's Podziemski downhill. How do you miss that? Shepard steps into a 3 again. Luckily, that one's off. Williams the screen. Brunson over the top. Another nice pass. Johnson gets to the rim and one on Podziemski. Offense coming easy for Utah. AJ Johnson has 5. Baseline and stolen away by Howard Evans. Podziemski turns it over, but McCall gets the stop on the first overall pick on the other end. Up to Tevin Wilson, the rookies link up on the fast break. Sends the ball, penetrates, hands it off. That one might have been finger-tipped by Tevin Wilson. It goes off the backboard. Got a mismatch here. Brunson against Calathes. Stutter steps, but has it denied by the rookie. Almost stolen, but Shepard slips inside. Noel Craig and Sean Mason now win, and they link up on a pick and roll immediately. Still want to see what Sean Mason can become, but obviously he's kind of taking a back seat to our 2 rookies this year after his early year benching, but still going to keep my eye out on his play and see what he can become, especially between now and the start of next year, because I feel like if he's going to progress well at all, it's going to be this next off season. Up ahead, a call. Kind of got caught sleeping that time. Calathes takes advantage. Under 5 to play here in the first quarter. Now we go quick, and we have the advantage with Mason over Shepard. Catch and shoots. Reed Shepard offline. A call the rebounds. Up to Sean Mason. He's got sense of ball on him, it looks like. He'll take it inside and score again. Shepard just zooms by everybody. Noel Craig with it against Johnson. Backs him down through the contact. Got his own miss back. Shoves him off and scores. Way to not give up on the play, young fella. That is why we kept this guy around for at least one more season. Craig, though, misses the free throw. And Whitmore inside the elbow. Pulls up and knocks it down. Utah on top here. Very back and forth start to this one. Olathe's baseline drive. Just keeping Mason there on his hip. And the Jazz extend their lead up to 3. Brad. Again, working down low over Lowell Cole. Now Cole tries a 3. That one's too strong. Tevin Wilson reels it in. And it's turned over by Trey Mann. Fast break, it's Joe Banks. The 15th overall selection. We go quick, and there's Tevin Wilson with the extension. Dished inside. Joe Banks against Tevin Wilson. 2 rookies matched up there. And Wilson wins that battle. Downhill. Man, back out. So Wilson has to corral it first. Shot clock under 10. Jet Howard now on the floor. Inside. Mason. Reverse jam. He's already got 10 points. And Whitmore, the Euro step, and the nice finish. Really strong take. Wilson, downhill. Oh my God, what a play. This kid can absolutely hoop, man. That was awesome. Good pass. A better one outside to Cole, but he can't knock it down. Trey Mann the rebound. Wilson, that was ill-advised that time. Shepard finds Banks. And we're just trading leads back and forth here. We'll save for the final play here, or not. No, Tevin Wilson called for a bad screen. And the Jazz are going to have a chance to increase their lead to close the first quarter of play. Lowell Cole from the arena logo. Never had a chance. The Tampa Bay Sharks trail by 1. On to the second quarter. Joe Banks, no good from downtown. We take over leading by 1 after a pair of free throws by Sean Mason opened up the quarter. So we are now in front, and he's inside again and fouled again. And look who it is. The former Shark, Adu Tiero, now here in Utah. Sean Mason, his first free throw miss of the night. Galen Williams now in for Utah. And Mason goes 1 for 2 here in this stint. Lowell Cole spots up, top of the key. No dice, he's off to a cold start. Good cross-court pass, and McCall drills it off the Patrick Williams assist. Cole steps back and still cannot find his rhythm. Up ahead, Podziemski able to corral it. He finds McCall backdoor, and the lead is up to 7. What a start to the quarter for the Sharks. Good pass, Joe Banks by himself at the rim. So far, 9 lead changes 2 times. Can Utah catch back up? Topic back out. Handed off to McCall again from downtown. He's got 8 here in the quarter. Wide open. Topic, please. Yes, sir. The offense has absolutely come to life. One of our best offensive runs of the series to this point. Back to Williams. He's open for 3 and drops it in. Timeout, Tampa. Inside and stolen away. Williams cuts off the pass. I've liked his plays so far. A couple nice defensive plays, a couple of nice dimes. An 8-point lead now for the Sharks here in the second quarter with 4 minutes gone. And now Mark Williams able to make it 10. Downhill, sensible off the window. Nice touch. Pulling up from downtown. Brunson can't drop it in. Downhill. Stepping back again. Sensible. Not this time. And that gets deflected away and stolen. Howard Evans cuts it off this time. And if you saw that little stat below there before that play really happened, we are the worst rebounding team in the entire league. And I'm not surprised by that, but it is definitely a standout stat. Cole still cannot hit. High ball screen. Brunson lobs it up. Williams is there. Sends the ball. Penetrates, but McCall is there. It's at a couple of stops inside. Brunson penetrates and flips it up and in. The foul goes against Shepard. Brunson really needed that play right there to get himself going. Under half the quarter left, the Sharks in control right now. I'm enjoying this. Brunson, the clock winding down, finds Mark Williams for a violent throwdown. He's got 10. Mason's got like 13 or 14 points. Our bigs have played very well, especially our centers specifically. But Shepard has sliced through our defense quite a couple times. He's got 13. Out to Noel Craig. Foot on the line, but count that shot. Screen for Shepard. He'll rise up. Calates could not get a handle on the rebounds. Instead, McCall pulls it down. We've got 19. They've only got 12. Brunson. Wide open, nothing but nets, and our lead is up to 18 points. This game is getting away from Utah quick. Shepard trying to breathe some life into this Jazz offense, but not even he can really get fully going here. Calates the pick. Johnson finds him rolling. That was too easy. Evan Wilson back on the floor. Topic finds him wide open. He can't connect. Downhill, and there's Calates again, the pick and roll. Topic trying to find a way in. He's blocked by Shepard. 5 on the shot clock. 90 seconds left here in the half. And Utah has closed the gap a little bit. Chance to increase it here, though, for the Sharks. Topic is open, and he got it. Shepard again dimes it to Howard Evans. Couple of assists here on those pick and rolls and similar plays here. Podziemski going to work, and that was a highlight play for him. Shepard can't finish at the rim. 18-second clock differential here. We lead by 15 points. Had a great offensive first half, but let's close it on a strong note here. Devin Wilson with it. Waiting for a play to develop here. Podziemski will just have to throw it up. And it's good! Nobody is playing poorly right now for us. He's got 8 points now. Shepard passes out of that. I'm surprised. Couple of pump fakes here. Now we'll fire. And we will end the half with an 18-point lead. Gotta be our best first half of the entire series, perhaps. Very impressed. Here we go. Start of the third quarter. Can we keep up this impressive start? We shot just over 60% in the first half, and we start off with a triple from Jalen Brunson. Johnson back out to Calates. Gotta find something here. Shepard back to Johnson. His three will go. Good pass. Calates throws it down. Good hop step. Podziemski with a really nice finish. Shepard, a foot inside the arc. It's online. Sensabaugh gets around McCall. Really nice play. Cuts our lead down to 14. Utah trying to chip away here. Brunson blocked by Calates. McCall can't put it back in. Calates doing some dirty work down there on defense for Utah. And now Tevin Wilson called for a foul on the other end. And that's a bad pass. Podziemski's there. McCall on the fast break. We'll throw it down. 2-3 zone here from Utah. Podziemski just fires in front of Shepard. And he's up to 14. Oh, what a dish. And the foul. Calates with the and one. Couple of nice plays on both ends by him. The free throw is not pretty, but it will go. Good pass to Trey Mann, but Calates is there on defense. Now a pass up ahead. Extra one to Cole. He has been ice cold all game long. What the hell was that, Noel Craig? He just handed that one right to Johnson. What was the idea there? And now Johnson just coasts inside for the easiest play you'll ever see. Bragg. Again, handed off to a Utah player. He's a double agent. Johnson will cut our lead to 10. Tevin Wilson looking to isolate here against Evans, but has to pass out. Man from three hits the deck and got it. Sensabaugh wide open. Defense collapsing the last couple of trips for us. Out to Craig. Open three. He makes up for his turnovers. Catch and shoots. Cole still, I think, is 0 for like 7 from the field. Here's Cole. Rising. The mid-range shot, I believe, is his first field goal of the game. Podziemski. Back out to McCall. Now Trey Mann. Off the screen. He'll fire from the fin. Podziemski has to reach for the pass. He'll fire off the window. Good touch. Cole dashing inside. Too strong with the layup, though. McCall again dishes to Sean Mason. McCall, man, he has great court vision. Banks has a lane. Picked up by Williams, but able to squeeze by him. Last play here in the quarter. Podziemski floats it up and in. Podziemski, man, he has been on one here in this game. It's 91-75. Sharks in control. Start of the fourth quarter. Whitmore, nobody home. Almost stolen. Brunson open for a three, and that is a big swing right there. Cole from three. Finally hits one. That took forever. Topic back out there with Mark Williams, and they link up. Whitmore blocked by Mark Williams. And now poked away. Calates with good hands and a good read on that one. Man, he's had a couple nice plays on defense, I'll tell you what. Topic, catch and shoots. Line drove it. Calates finds the other rookie in Joe Banks. Good pass inside. Topic, too strong off the window. One bucket here by Utah makes it a single-digit game. Please don't blow this. Joe Banks is wide open, and he knocks it down. It's down to 8. Give us something here. Topic on the move. Tipped back in. Mark Williams, man. Here's Sensabaugh trying to answer back, but he can't. Tevin Wilson back out there. Sean Mason on the floor. Wilson on the alley-oop. Just throw it up, man. He is a spectacular athlete. Calathis at the rim. Got to the other side. I think it's maybe pronounced Calathis. That's what I heard the announcer say. I've been saying it all wrong the whole time. Calathis. Joel Craig. Or Noel Craig. Not Joel Craig. Excuse me. Still a lot of basketball left. And Calathis now taking over a little bit here in the fourth quarter. They're still sticking around in arm's reach pretty much the whole game. They've not given up. Topic pulls up. Oh, what a shot. Inside, Shepherd. No, off the window. Topic got to the rebound first before Calathis could. What a pass to Sean Mason. A better one out to Wilson. It's online. The lead is back to 13. Open triple. A.J. Johnson drops it in. Podemski, quick shot. Won't go. Calathis on the glass. Johnson one-on-one. Unable to finish. Topic right there with him. Wilson the screen. Topic the triple again. He has been way better this year. Inside, knocked away. Podemski got to that late pass. Mason finds McCall. You slow it down a little bit. McCall just dances off the rim. Now up ahead, Calathis, man. In the right spot at the right time every time. Podemski downhill, back out to McCall. The offense continues to bide their time here. Oh, Podemski the crossover. And he turns it over. He had a lane. Inside. Shepherd denied. It's Tevin Wilson. Sean Mason's calling for it down low. He spins away from a double team. Finds Topic. He's picked up by Calathis. Mason the screen. Topic over the top. Mason, the rim rocker. And this game is nearly out of reach for Utah. Poked away by McCall. Sensabaugh tracks it down. It'll stay with the Jazz here. The clock is ticking away. Sensabaugh will have to shoot here. And McCall again, man. His defense has been really, really solid. Wilson to put it away off the window. Not enough time left. A 15-point lead, and Tampa's going to walk out of here with another win. The Sharks just put together perhaps their best showcase win. No, their only showcase win of the entire series to this point. 120-101 your final score. That second quarter run to open the second was the difference in this game. We led ever since we took control in that stage of the game, and that was a really, really fun game. And Sean Mason is your player of the game. He had 19 points and went 7 for 8. Our top scorer only had 20 points, but we had a really balanced effort. We had, what is that? 8 players in double figures. McCall at 10 and 10. Topic 11 off the bench. Craig the same. Tevin Wilson 6 for 8 shooting. Mark Williams and Sean Mason. We saw this, I think, back on opening night. Both guys each play very well. And Mason had a better day rebounding than we are used to. I think I'm definitely open to starting him once again after the All-Star break to close the year, because we're not going to be very good, so might as well get him a bit more playing time, especially with guys that he might eventually be starting with full-time again, like Tevin Wilson and McCall and all those guys. So we might be doing that here in a couple of weeks this time in the season. Calates, though, 20 and 13, 9 for 10 from the field. He was very impressive. Shepard had a really good first half. Second half, not so much. And we walk away shooting 57% from the field. Not many three-point attempts from either team here in this one. It was more of a paint battle between these two teams as we scored 60 to their 58 down there. But we walk away with the win, and that's what matters most. We just took down a really good Pistons team. Despite not really having any great offense here, nobody really had a standout game. But we played some good defense. Zane Keys at 18 points. One of only 2 players to be in double figures for Detroit, as they only shoot 34% in this loss. We are going to lose Noel Krug, though, to a strained right Achilles that will knock him out probably through the All-Star break. We've also got Tevin Wilson a bit banged up right now with a strained hip. I'd be smart to take both guys out of our lineup. Mark Williams is also a bit banged up with a pinched nerve in his right shoulder. So we got some things to fix here. And we have reached the trade deadline. I'm actually going to leave it right here. I'm not going to advance beyond this point. We're going to relax here. We got 4 games left until the All-Star break, so we can definitely just approach this between now and next episode. Let's close the episode by talking about the next 5 prospects. So we already talked about Jabari McKenzie. We talked about Wes Clayton. We talked about Dior Wright, who's my favorite player on the board as of right now, despite being 21 years old. Reggie Mack, we also talked about Deion Jones. That will take us to the next 5 players in this crop. Noah Barnett, Corey Higgins, Evan Marshall, Chance Jackson, and Kyle Beachum. Starting with Noah Barnett. All these guys, by the way, are actually less than 20 years old, so keep that in mind, because that will kind of be important, I think, for some of these guys. But Noah Barnett has an Allen Iverson Hall of Fame ceiling, a Damon Stoudemire starter floor. He can take contact on drives, has okay upper body strength. He's a crafty finisher, and has good passing fundamentals. I think we did actually kind of talk about him last time a little bit. So we can move on to our next guy. Corey Higgins. He's got a Tyler Hero, Hubert Davis comparison. So high floor, but a low ceiling. Makes the tough plays on defense good, but not great pickpocket ability. He's a backcourt player. On his best days, he can dribble himself open against plus defenders, but it's not going to be like a common thing. And does have below average court vision. In terms of the badges, he has Ankle Assassin, Dimer, Lightning Launch, Unpluckable, and Versatile Visionary. And he does have the Work Ethic badge, which is going to come into play in terms of earning more badges and improving the ones you already have. So we're going to keep that in mind. Plus, he does not have the Alpha Dog personality badge. Does anybody that we have talked about so far have it? Barnett has Work Ethic. Deion Jones has Work Ethic and Team Player. So did Barnett. Reggie Mack has Work Ethic and Alpha Dog. So he is a guy that did not have the highest ceiling, but the Alpha Dog badge is a pretty key one as well. So we'll keep our eye out for that. He also has 12 badges: Aerial Wizard, Lightning Launch, Shifty Shooter, a couple of bronze ones, mostly offense, but a couple ones for defense too. But pretty much an offensive playmaker Reggie Mack is. Dior Wright has Silver Lightning Launch, Ankle Assassin, Handles for Days, Layup Mixmaster, Physical Finisher, and Posterizer. He has Alpha Dog and Work Ethic. That makes me like him even more. I'm a huge fan right now of Dior Wright. And again, has a Hall of Fame ceiling. Wes Clayton does not have Work Ethic or Alpha Dog. Has 6 badges, mostly for defense and rebounding. And then Jabari McKenzie, he's got a couple for shooting, despite being a 6'11 wing. And he's got Work Ethic, but no Alpha Dog. What about Evan Marshall, a big man out of South Carolina, 19 years old? He's got a Dennis Rodman All-NBA ceiling. That's pretty impressive. A floor of Udonis Haslem. He can create his own shot at the next level. He's a good dunker and a solid overall finisher. A good low post scorer. Not the best at making playmaking decisions, but strengths are pretty damn solid. He has work ethic, but not alpha dog. And no gameplay badges. So kind of a low starting point for him badge-wise. Chance Jackson, 18 years old, out of Mississippi. A center-only kind of player at 6'10". Patrick Ewing All-NBA ceiling. Bryant Reeves floor. So if we want to go after a center, get better at rebounding, bring somebody else in to bring some competition with Sean Mason for the future starting job, he is another potential option. We have a couple of guys already on the board that can play the 5 as well. He can get some steals. He's a reliable scoring option down low and has high potential, but does lack some basketball IQ and court awareness. And he's only got Aerial Wizard and Rise Up with work ethic. That's about it. We'll talk next about Kyle Beachum, who's got 5 badges. He's a 6'6" guard out of Oregon, 19 years old. He's got bailout, break starter, dimer, lightning launch, and versatile visionary with work ethic, but no alpha dog. And he's got the World Be Free All-NBA ceiling, Lou Williams floor. He can provide some rim protection at the guard position, has a good vertical leap. He can score when posted up, and gets to the rim with ease, and also makes the most of those chances with no big weaknesses. So Kyle Beachum is, I think, a kind of a dark horse candidate to be drafted by us if we don't get the chance to get Noah Wright or perhaps Noah Barnett. So we'll add those guys to our board. I'm not the best fan of Marshall despite the stealing. I think I'm good on him for now. Chance Jackson, I think I like more, but would be probably one of the weaker options for us on the draft board. We'll close this episode by talking about Jameer Strickland, the last guy that we'll talk about for now. He's got no gameplay badges, has work ethic though, and has a Mitch Richmond All-NBA ceiling, a Jamal Crawford floor. Really good finisher, powers through contact, skilled long-distance shooter, and has a really nice touch around the rim, which goes along with the really good finishing strength of his, with only the questionable basketball IQ weakness. So there are definitely a lot of backcourt options here. He's a guard, he's 6'4", so there are guys that we can target. Obviously have my eye right now on Noah Wright and Noah Barnett and Kyle Beachum. Those are my top 3 guards. Now, I still think best available is the best way to go, but backcourt, I think, does need to be a focus for us. And now at the deadline, we have a chance to make a move to get another first-round pick, because I think right now we only have 1 for this year. We have 2 next year, only 1 for this year. So we're looking at making a trade. I'm probably going to keep Brunson for 1 more year, but I do think Topic has played way better, and now I think could be the perfect time to trade him away for a first-round pick. I think now teams would be willing to jump at him because he has really turned things around, having pretty much his best or second best season of his career. So I think he is the best candidate for us to trade away. But I'm going to leave it here, and we'll think about that as we go into the next episode, folks. Thanks for watching as always. Please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, leave your feedback down below, and I will see y'all next episode as we approach the trade deadline. Give me your thoughts on that, and I'll see y'all there. Take care, and have a great day.